Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the weekend preview show. Things are getting serious now. Almost a third of the season is gone. This is game week 11 and we are starting at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where Tottenham will be taking on Manchester United. Spurs, after losing at home against Chelsea last week, are hosting United after their draw against Forest. Spurs are unbeaten against United since April 2023 and they've won their last 4 games against United. They did the double over them last season, knocked them out of the League Cup and beat them in the Europa League final. So in recent times, Spurs has been a really difficult team for Manchester United. But the United front three are starting to gel, as we can see in the recent games. And they've had some good news with Martinez returning back to training, although I think this game might be a little too early for him. Kudus is a doubt for this game because he's carrying a knock and he didn't feature on the Champions League game during the week. Lucas Bergvall is out due to the concussion suffered against Chelsea. It will be a very entertaining game and I see this game ending in a draw. So my prediction here is a 1-1 draw. And next up is Everton against Fulham. Everton was held to a draw at the Stadium of Light on Monday and they faced Fulham, who finally got a win against Wolves after 4 straight losses in the league. This is a pretty even fixture and it's one that's really hard to predict. Ndiaye went off injured during the game against Sunderland and I don't know if he'll be available this week. And if he's not available, that will be a really huge loss for Everton. Fulham are a very effective team on transitions and they have players that can exploit spaces. So Everton needs to dominate possession and avoid unnecessary turnovers, and when the chances come they need to take their chances. That's why Ndiaye will be a very big miss if he won't be available for this game, because he's one of their most clinical players. I see Everton winning this game though. My prediction for this game is 2-1 to Everton. West Ham versus Burnley is next. I was shocked by West Ham last week after they ran out 3-1 winners against Newcastle, and they host Burnley, who was helpless against Arsenal, losing 2-0. This is a must-win game for both teams as they sit 18th and 17th on the table. Jarrod Bowen has been very impressive despite West Ham's poor run of form, and I think he will be one to watch in this game. For real, I think it depends on who scores first in this game. If West Ham scores first, the momentum swings to their favor, but if they concede first, I think the fans will get anxious given the recent run of results they've had, and I think that could get to the players. It's a tough one, but I see West Ham building on the results from last week and getting a win here. So my prediction is a 1-0 win for West Ham. And then we move over to the Stadium of Light, where Sunderland will be hosting league leaders Arsenal. Sunderland held Everton to a draw thanks to a Granit Xhaka equalizer last week, and Arsenal extended their winning streak after dispatching Burnley. Of course, Arsenal are the huge favourites here, but Sunderland are unbeaten at home this season and they've shown this season that they are no pushovers. They're very organised in defence and very good in transitions as well as set pieces. Gyökeres is a doubt for this game and I think Merino might be the one leading the line, and every time he's been called upon he has delivered. I think he scored twice in the Champions League during the week. Arsenal haven't conceded a goal in 4 league games, but I think this is where it ends. I don't know why, but I see Granit Xhaka scoring in this game. My prediction for this one is a 2-1 win to Arsenal. And to complete the Saturday fixtures, we have Chelsea versus Wolves. Chelsea will be looking to build on from the result from last week against Spurs, and they welcome bottom place Wolves at the Bridge. Chelsea have been very inconsistent in the league, especially against lesser opposition. But this is one they are expected to win, especially after an underwhelming draw in the Champions League during the week. Delap should be available for this game after serving his suspension, and Neto should be back after suffering a knock. This is a fixture that produces a lot of goals and I don't think it will be different this time. So my prediction for this game is 4-1 to Chelsea. On Sunday, Aston Villa host Bournemouth. Both teams lost last week, Villa losing to Liverpool and Bournemouth beaten by Manchester City. Although there's not much to separate these two sides, Villa are unbeaten against Bournemouth since 2023. Last season, this fixture ended in a 1-1 draw. Bournemouth will be looking to bounce back from defeat and continue their amazing run in the league this season, and personally I think they have the advantage here. Villa played late on Thursday night in the Europa League, and we'll see if that will affect their performance on Sunday, with Bournemouth having over a week to rest and prepare for this game. Semenyo is still the one to watch, and I think he might be the deciding factor in this game. My prediction here is a 2-1 win for Bournemouth. Brentford versus Newcastle is next. Brentford beaten by Palace last week, and Newcastle suffering a shock defeat to West Ham. They will be looking to bounce back in the league after a confidence-boosting victory in the Champions League against Atletico Bilbao. Newcastle have a very impressive record against Brentford. Since 2021, when Brentford got promoted, both sides have met 9 times, and Newcastle have won 7, drawing 1 and losing 1. So they are huge favourites in this game, and I fully expect them to go on and win. My prediction here is 2-0 to Newcastle. Next up is Crystal Palace versus Brighton, 9th against 10th. Palace did the double over Brighton last season, and at home they are favourite to win this one. Historically, there's not much to separate both teams, and it's really a tight game. Brighton come into this game after a very convincing win against Leeds, and they will be confident they are going to get a result. Welbeck is one of the guys to watch in this game, with 6 goals in his last 6 Premier League games, and of course Mateta with 4 goals in his last 4 games. I really can't see any winner here, so I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Next up is Forest versus Leeds, 19th versus 16th. Sean Dyche is still looking for his first league win with Forest, and they came really close last week against United, but this week I think they are finally going to do it. I can't see Leeds getting anything from this game. They've lost 4 out of 5 away games this season, and I think at some point Forest has to win, and I can't see a better opportunity than this one. So my prediction for this game is a 2-1 win to Forest. And finally, we move on to the Super Sunday fixture, Manchester City versus Liverpool. This fixture in recent years has been one of the most exciting fixtures in the Premier League, with goals and non-stop action end to end. Those years of Klopp and Pep going against each other, but Slot is yet to draw points against City, as Liverpool did a double over Manchester City last season. So City will be looking for vengeance here. Both teams have had a wobbly start to the season and are just trying to build some momentum now. So this will be a really exciting game. It will come down to who wants it the most. I really don't know how this one is going to go. I see Haaland getting a lot of joy with that Liverpool defense, but I also see Hugo Ekitike doing something in this game. It's just really hard to call, but I'm going to go for Liverpool win. My prediction is 2-1 to Liverpool. And there you have it. These are my predictions for the weekend. Let's see how it goes. That's it from me tonight. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.